So, over 3 years ago, I made a video on abandoned Olympic stadiums. I had just read an article on the Rio de Janeiro Olympics and how all the venues there were already totally empty, and at that point it was 2 years away. We're now 5 years away, and I think it's a good time to update this. It's along with our stadium history theming that we've been doing recently. So enjoy this remastered episode of Then and Now, episode 1, and it turned out to be the only episode of Then and Now, Abandoned Olympic Stadiums. The Bird's Nest Stadium in Beijing was the crown jewel of the 2008 Summer Games. After the games, the owners struggled to find a use for the stadium, although it has been used for soccer matches and even a League of Legends tournament in recent years. The stadium will be reused for the opening ceremonies of the 2022 Winter Olympics, marking the first time that a stadium that hosted the Summer Games will also be hosting the Winter Games. Our next stop is Athens, home of the 2004 Summer Games, specifically the swimming pool, although judging by the look of it, there hasn't been much swimming going on here in some time. A roof or some shade structure was planned for this outdoor area, but due to budget overruns, that was never built. In 2015, the stadium was used for swimming lessons, but that's about it for this once promising Olympic venue. Up next is Berlin, at the height of Nazi Germany during the 1936 Summer Games. We can see two chefs looking over the athletes' village. The structure survived years of war and now sits as a ghostly reminder of a very troubled past. From high above the clouds, the Hindenburg offers us a look into the German Sport Forum of the 1936 Summer Games. The stadium had room for 110,000 spectators and even featured a special booth where Hitler could view the sporting events. Today, the stadium has a partial roof and is used for soccer matches, with capacity reduced to around 75,000. We're now at the site of the 1984 Sarajevo Winter Olympic Games, where a bobsled once raced down the icy slope. Dirt bike riders now dodge trees and try to race up the bobsled hill. These games are famous for being the first Olympics held in a socialist nation. The USSR even ended up winning the games by total medal count. Finally, we end our world tour back in Athens at the site of the former Olympic baseball stadium. Where Greek citizens once marveled proudly, nature is now slowly taking the site back. According to Wikipedia, the stadium is now home to a Division II Greek soccer team. From the looks of the place in this photo, I would say they don't have many fans. So as we can see, all of these venues are really in a sad state of disrepair, and adding to that is the Pyeongchang Olympics, which occurred just after this video was originally made. Today, those venues are also sitting abandoned, and the Tokyo Olympics are looking like they may not even happen, really depending. They've been postponed a year already due to the ongoing pandemic, and it's still being decided whether or not they'll continue ahead this year. It's really coming down to the wire whether or not Japan will be able to host that, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. So this has been the abandoned Olympic villages. I really think that the best solution would be for the Olympics to just be held permanently, maybe at one site every year, just, pick Athens or something where it was all started, build permanent venues there and host that, summer every 4 years and maybe somewhere in the winter. You could do, Switzerland or, put them back in Sochi, just anything so all these countries don't keep building these billion-dollar stadiums and then having them sit abandoned because they can't find a use for it. This has been Matt from the Archive of Everything, and the Olympic abandoned villages and whatnot are now a part of our Archive of Everything, although I do plan on doing individual episodes eventually. I just thought you all may enjoy this look back at a really cool retro episode. I'll see you all real soon.